Hi Lunchables! Just another warning as always that there is some quite strong language in this, so if you are a sensitive soul and you prefer not to hear that sort of thing, that's fine, I completely understand. So, our gorgeous, morbidly obese queen is in Kuwait with her husband, fake husband, and she's pissed, obviously, because why wouldn't she be pissed? You know, it's not like she's where she wants to be and with who she wants to be with. She's, she's got to be angry about something. So let's get into it.
I can only hold in not being a BITC for so long.
What the fuck is a BITC? Can she not spell? Unless, of course, it stands for bloated, irritable, THC addicted cunt. Then, yeah, pretty spot on, I'd say.
I let everyone have it today. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Freya. And now everyone's gonna go clutch their pearls. Oh no, she's so vile. She reacted to what we were saying about her.
The funny thing is, girl, you're just like a wind-up toy. And you fall for it every single time. And then people edit your content, well, in quotes, obviously, content, and make it more interesting so more people watch it on their channel, meaning that they make money off of you. So, thanks.
Sala's gonna be in the comments.
So it looks like it's going to be one of those days where I will be pausing a lot because I have a lot to say. I haven't spoken about her for nearly a week now and I've been holding stuff in. Firstly, what the fuck? Sorry, you've just been, what is this, your third day? And you're back with Salah and you're spending your evening doing this? And he's sitting in the bedroom? Oh God, he's such a supportive husband. I wonder how many girls he's speaking to while he's in there. Do you ever wonder? Or guys, because we know he likes them too and we don't judge.
Why are people so obsessed where I do my live streams? Not the blue couch again. Number one, you don't have to watch it. Hey, Glam Gal. So if you're complaining about my content but you're still watching it, you have no right to, so shut it, okay? Thank you. Number one.
I don't think that's true. I watch the news all the time and I hate it, but I still watch it. So, your point is not valid.
Well, I started eating the strips before you guys because I was so hungry. What's the difference between, do you want me to get a pink couch or something or what? Or, do you want me to turn my cam off and sit on a smoky couch?
Keep berating the few VIBs that you have left. That's really going to help you earn more money.
Pretending I'm somewhere else? I don't know. Why did I come for Breezy? Because she's pathetic. She sits there acting self-righteous in her little baby voice.
Excuse you, we've all seen your bloody Cuba TikTok talking about how you found Allah and how Salah found you. What stupid voice is that? Because you don't use that normally.
When she has a criminal record abusing elderly people. Do I? No, but I'm vile.
Sounds like someone's been binging reaction channels since they've been back in Kuwait, pretending to be married. Love that for you.
Really, stressed out from you people. Hi, Blacks! And I'm hungry. I had a long nap. I was being so crabby, I'm like, I need a nap.
So you had a long nap, finally woke up, felt really hungry, ordered takeaway, and your husband went into the other room and didn't want to spend any time with you, even though you've had a nap and wouldn't have been with him. It's not a good sign, is it?
Blacks, there's KFC here. Yeah, they have a lot of American chain restaurants.
Nice to know you've flown halfway around the world to just shovel the same shit you've been putting in your gob for 5 years. Such riveting content.
Monty has already jumped on. Of course. What are you doing? What else is he doing? Sitting around polishing his shoes, waiting for me to go live, and then he puts on his Coke bottles and goes, oh, Foodie Beauty. Let's do impersonations today.
Wow, you've started early, not even 3 minutes in, and you're already insulting somebody because of their bad eyesight.
And just saying, I saw your thumbnail of I can't stop eating at the airport. How do you like being abused by your friend who has 800 chins? And you're going to talk about me stop eating? Tell your friend to cam up and show her gullet. And then you can talk about me eating, okay?
Sounds like someone's jealous because they haven't got any friends.
God, the nerve of people. Sarah Jane has the nerve to fat shame me. Woman, your entire sad life, your excitement in your life consists of teaming up with Farida Yani and going live to fat shame a woman who's smaller than you and prettier than you for hours.
Yeah, remember guys, she's prettier than 90% of YouTube and she's got pretty privilege as well. Even though the only man she can get to claim it, she's having to pay to be with her.
No. I don't get it.
The way you're chomping down on that food that's meant for 4 people, you are obviously bothered.
Hey, PNV. They are so good. I was craving these fries. I'm like, when I woke up, I thought of the fries right away. I'm fat. I love food. We know this. Get over it. You're all fat too, okay? You wish you had these fries. Sarah Jane, you wish you had these. But instead, actually, she has like a whole series of mukbang stuffing her face, and she has the nerve. Like, where do people come off? I don't get it. I'm tired of you people shaming me for reacting to bullying and harassment. I don't give a shit anymore. I'll do what I want.
When haven't you done what you want? You've proved time and time again you don't give a fuck about anyone else.
Hi, Sanella. Of course she's ashamed to show herself. Why wouldn't she be on camera? All of you are gutless.
Because showing your face on camera has been so good for you.
Please keep filtering the photos. I like how mad it makes the haters. Literally, go on Instagram. There's not a successful Instagram person. The majority of them are filtered to the max. More than I can ever be filtered. Look at the filters they have on TikTok now. Look at that bold glamour filter.
No one's criticising you using a filter. It's just the one that you used rearranged your bone structure. So it's a bit much. Like, you look fake as fuck. Everyone knows you don't look like that. You don't even look like this, to be fair, because you've got filters on. But, you know, we'll let that slide, because who'd really want to look like you?
Yeah, let's impersonate people today and have fun at their expense for a change. Picture celebrities, YouTube use filters. Yeah, some of you should use more.
I know you like to pretend, but you're not a celebrity. You're not Kim Kardashian as much as you might believe it. And people know what you look like. At least when Kim Kardashian does it, you can tell it's her. Like, it looked like a completely different person.
Who's S-Jam? Some sad lonely guy with bitch tits who just does nothing with his life.
That you used to love until recently, and then he stopped giving you money and you fucking won't stop whinging about him. Heartless bitch.
It's really so repetitive, same accusations and insults over and over again. Okay, what are some accusations when I first met Salah that we can debunk right now? None of it happened. And they're still talking for nothing. He's scamming you to come to Canada. Really? We're not coming to Canada. So what now? What now? Like, for money. I don't have money. So what now? Do you honestly go have a look at the picture of Sarah Jane, and she's the one. They're the ones saying I can't get a man, my man doesn't love me. Where's yours? My upbringing is ugly. Where's yours? Yeah, have several seats. Thank you.
The irony of somebody saying this that had to buy or should have bought 2 seats on an aeroplane is fucking hilarious. And secondly, I'm £165, darling. I can fit in one chair like a normal person.
People accuse you of grooming Salah because they're dumb, flop. They claim you are broke, then claim you pay off everyone. It makes no sense. Yeah, which one is it? Whichever one suits their narrative at the time. People just throw out words that they hear other people say. Scam business how? That bubble tea video was complete BS because it's not even accurate at all. Number one, he doesn't even deliver. You can't even order his products online. So that's BS. So wrong company. Everything they say is false. Every single thing. Lies that you're believing and eating up.
You've already admitted you're going to try and sell that tat on TikTok, so don't act all innocent.
I really can't stomach the haters of pro comments. Thank you, Ramona. For example, we literally went out desert easing, had a fun time, didn't talk about anybody. Sarah Jane, for example, or Jabba the Hutt, had to go and like take a body picture of me and fat shame me. Like, how old are you? Like, your mother would be so ashamed of who you are. Like, she did a terrible job with you. You're disgusting. Fat shaming other women when you're like 800 pounds yourself? Really? I guess I'm fat shaming you to make a point. Actually, I don't care if you're 800 pounds. I'll never shame somebody for being 800 pounds. But do not come for me when you're heavier or just as heavy or whatever. Like, give me a break. What kind of adults do this to each other? It's pathetic. It's ridiculous. Like, slow mentality. Ugh. I'm so glad to be away from that part of the world. People don't do that here.
How do you honestly know that? You've not been anywhere without your husband. You've got no friends over there. So how would you actually know what it's like? You can't speak the language. You've made no effort to learn the language. So I don't really think you're the best person to ask about it.
Like, people don't drag each other online. They have lives, they have families, which all you don't, apparently. Hearing your voice when you lost your ring broke my heart. I would panic and cry too, but I love that Salah already had another beautiful ring. I know when people are like, the ring you bought him. How do you know? Prove it. Prove it. Who cares? What's it to you? Like, what's it to you? Who buys the ring? He bought it for me. Prove he didn't. So then shut it. You have no proof. So why even talk about it? Like, it's so ridiculous. Oh my god.
You are such a bad lie. You give yourself away every single time. You've just admitted that you bought it. And why would anyone care? Or why should anyone care? You bought it. You know you did.
Some people support their women. Some people contribute to the relationship. I know it's a foreign concept for a lot of you, but it happens.
Coming from a person that literally was online less than a month ago crying about the fact that she'd broke up with her fake husband. Shut the fuck up. You know nothing about relationships, you child.
I understand people's obsession with making up dumb crap about you guys. Especially Perfectly Imperfect. This woman with her 90s eyebrows.
You're really not in a good position to be judging somebody's eyebrows. Your eyebrows literally have more hair on them than your head. So, shh. I said shh.
And her miserable, like, you can see when people are miserable, they're so ugly. Like, FFG, look at her face. You can call me fat all you want, but at the end of the day, your misery, like me, yeah, I'm calling people out and I'm acting like a bitch right now. But when you come for me first, whatever. And her too, Perfectly Imperfect, that Deirdre lady, her face is so hideous. Like, whenever, and T and Sass, all of them are ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Because they're hateful. Hate makes you ugly.
Is that why you look like the Elephant Man? Or should I say the Elephant Ham?
Seriously. Who are these people and why are they reaching so far with these conspiracy theories? Freya, they're all mentally ill, or like, no, I'm not even, I don't know what's wrong with them. They have the blackest souls, they're disgusting people. And I'm glad to be far away from their stalker behinds because do you have issues if you're following somebody in public to take pictures of them walking down the street to fat shame them?
No one's stalking you, and it took you 20 minutes to cross the road. So, of course, they filmed it because no one's ever seen that before.
What kind of human do you think that makes you? And you all sit here, make a whole community based on the fact that I'm vile. For what? When everything that you do, beating elderly people, taking your mother shopping for lingerie, being 1,000 pounds yourself, where? How is there, like, how do people not recognize the hypocrisy? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's just, I don't get it.
You don't get a lot of things, like basic human hygiene doesn't mean it's difficult.
I want to go see that camel again. Big is beautiful, yeah. I know, Sarah. I'll never fat shame you unless you come up to me first, and that's for me. I mean, I like hold my tongue, and then like I feel like it's like taking a go to the washroom. You gotta look what he said, just like, especially if I'm crabby. They're jealous. You are a living a legend. Well, for how pathetic I am, how boring my content's boring. So, but then people obsess over it. Like, watch people are stream sniping right now my boring content. So how boring is it that you have to spend hours talking about it? Really?
Just because you're boring as fuck doesn't mean that it's not entertaining for us.
The camels were amazing. Did you see the camel hugging me? Oh my gosh.
It's kind of sad that we've seen a camel hug you more than your actual husband.
And then Perfectly Perfect made a video of making a joke about me and the camel relationship. Like, how
So that's more time you spent watching reaction channels instead of actually just spending time with the man you love.
literally you're responsible for shaping the minds of young people in school. I hope I find where you work because I'll be forwarding them all of your videos bullying people because I think they should know that you're responsible for shaping the minds of individuals, but on your free time you're bullying and fat shaming people and making disgusting jokes about them being with camels. Actually, the affection between me and the camel is probably more than you and your husband ever have, considering that you're so miserable online. It's very evident that you're not being touched.
Sounds like you're projecting. Is it because your husband doesn't even want to be in the same room as you? And what happened to, oh, don't go into real people's lives, that's not right. So you want her to get doxxed? You really are a sick fuck. And also, I think you'll find that's against TOS. Also, you have no other way of making money apart from this. You'd think you'd be a lot more careful with what you're saying online, but you aren't. And you're going to get caught out. And I can't wait.
So go pluck your eyebrows and have a nice day. Okay, bye. They don't worth the spit in your mouth. I know. We're gonna do a lot in Kuwait, don't worry, for sure. And I wish people who don't like it, then don't talk about it. Do your own vlogging. If you can do better, here's the challenge for all the hater channels. Challenge. Go do better. Go make vlogs instead of covering mine then, and see where you get, okay? Go travel halfway across the world, experiencing a different country. Go do it. Go be happy.
Yeah, that sounds fun. I might do that. I might go halfway across the world and buy a husband.
People are aware of their body shape and don't mean to be. Yeah, I'm fat. I'm round. I'm not ashamed of it. So what? Like, big deal. Do I have to be a stick figure to be gorgeous? My husband says no. BP, I have no idea who these people are, and this is why nobody cares about them when I rage about them, because nobody cares about them. They only care to go for somewhere to hate on me. It's so weird. For things that those people do worse. Monty claims you could be charged with neglect for your cat. Monty's an idiot. Didn't you hit your cat? Didn't you hit Martha? We all seen it. We all saw it.
Every day you seem to just be getting worse and worse. And I'm so happy to see how many people you're losing. And your little hug box is getting smaller and smaller. And so is the amount you get paid every month. What are you going to do for work when you have to get a real job?
Seriously. How about you why don't you take your own advice? Cat neglect? Really? Give me a break. That's so tired, that story. The only one abusing animals is FFG. Exploiting baby J's health problems. You can't deny refusing me to take the cat to the vet when I offered to, when I said I was taking her, and then go and take her to the vet and expose all the health problems for views and then prolong her life like you did with your dog.
Thank goodness she did intervene at the right time, because otherwise BBJ wouldn't be here, which apparently you would prefer.
You have 2 dead dogs under your name. And people are calling me a cat killer. Which cat did I kill? Yeah, I would rather euthanize BBJ than give it to her. Absolutely. Because you know what? All those vet tests revealed was that she's suffering. So with severe arthritis, a heart murmur, everything else, you're going to keep her alive? Nice.
I hope Salah listens to this advice when you've got to go into a Kuwait hospital because you've eaten so much shit that your heart has given up.
You're the animal abuser. You are. I would never.
And we all know that. You never took your cat into the vet, and we all know that she needed to go. And you just prioritised a man or weed or food or all three at the same time. And you let your cat suffer. And I don't care how many times you try and say you didn't. You did. And a lot of people know that. And you're losing subs because of it. And it's what you deserve.
And if that makes me a bad person, and anyway, she's such an idiot. I'm gonna save BBJ. No, you're gonna save your wallet.
Again, you make no sense. She's had to spend so much money on these vet bills. You're so stupid. She's spending the money that you didn't want to spend because you didn't care enough that someone was suffering. You've never cared about anyone else. Goes back to your grandmother. You didn't care about her either. You just wanted to get that D and prioritize
I'm
yourself.
gonna say BBJ. Save her from what old age? Are you God? Can you prolong her life? No, no.
On that logic, then, are you God because you wanted to take a life?
It's about quality of life, not just okay. This can be cured, just like you did with your dogs. Huh? You shoved pills down their throat all day long. And how did that happen? How did that work out for you? You ended up having to euthanize your dog. So really, you just made them suffer for nothing, which you're doing with BBJ. Because to have to look at your face every single day is suffering, or to have to spend a single day with your stupid demented sister-in-law. Oh, I'm having plasma transfusions.
You really are a vile human being, and I can't wait until this YouTube money runs out because you're going to be stuck in Kuwait and you've deserted everyone that would ever care about you. What are you going to do? Or you could go back to Canada, but you'd have to pay your taxes. What are you going to do? Move in with your aunt? That'd be really cool, won't it? Middle aged, living with your aunt. Fucking idiot.
Not a single good-looking hater. Seriously, name one. Sarah Jane, Farida, Ozzy Osbourne, T and Sass, Ryan Booty. Just boozing.
So we can't do it to her, but once again, she's addiction shaming.
Name one. None. FFG. We don't know what just saying looks like, but she sounds like Marge, number 5, so we know she's not. Kaya. What is it about accusing people of having random STDs that they don't have? Where's my herpes? Where? Meanwhile, you have a whole Jupiter growing in the middle of your head. Worry about yourself.
No one's going near you, so you're not going to have an STI for a long time. Your husband doesn't want to touch you.
All is boring. Proceed to spend the last 2 days making reaction videos and comment nonstop on her. These people need to touch grass. Literally, the second I put something out, somebody will just take, and I know when I say things in my videos, they're going to take that and twist it like the moon comment.
You are nothing like the moon. The moon has been full before, and you never have.
If you took the time to do any research, like you take the time to obsess about my life, the moon is a romantic symbol. There's so many songs about the moon.
Yet listening to you, I can still see that you don't even believe that.
One of my favorite songs is about the moon and comparing it to his lover, who's thin. So again, like I don't understand, like people just projecting they hate themselves because they're overweight. Or I don't know. People are so invasive and they think that's okay.
Invasive, yet you've just tried to dox a reactor.
And then wonder why I'm mad. Like, put yourself in my shoes. Seriously, put yourself in my Skechers or FFG's crappy dirty Adidas shoes, which my Skechers are a lot better than your crappy cut off Adidas loser shoes. Thank you.
Whatever keeps those hooves covered.
Talking about how I smell, you look like you look like you smell. You did smell like an ashtray. You did. She wore from PA. Okay, baby, screenshot that.
Love watching you break TOS live. It's so good.
Okay, somebody send me that information. Thank you. FFG tried to make content watching some young. It's okay for them to be invasive like this though. See how they don't like it when the shoe's on the other foot, right? They don't like it. They don't like whenever they can go real life with me. She can post all my bankruptcy information with all of my personal information. No problem. No problem at all. Nobody bats an eye. Actually, they're made heroes for it. But me, when I want to forward this bullying information to her job, not okay. Not at all. I'm not allowed to be invasive. FFG tried to make content watching some young guy living in a van. It was so boring. Yeah, she was like lusting over him. But you have a man, really? So your man's a cuckold? Like if I was lusting over some guy in front of Salah, that would not fly. You don't have a man. You don't have one. You on Valentine's Day, you went and hung out with Shannon. Shannon to make me mad. I'm always on your brain. I feel flattered, but you can lay off, okay? Because I know you think you're winning right now. Just wait. Just wait.
You've been saying just wait for over a year. Just give it up. You're not going to do anything. You're broke. You can't do fucking anything.
Yeah, the camper guy. Nobody watched. 5,000 views. Big deal. Nobody gives a crap about her and her ugly mug.
So if that's actually true and FFG isn't liked by most people, yet she still gets 5 times the views that you do, what does that mean they feel about you?
Howie, it's public information where she works actually, so it's fine.
You mean just like the fashion show was that you whinged about?
The worst pet owner ever. No matter what comes out, really, I think she's a horrible person. Exactly. She really is the lowest form of person to do that, to get your whole family involved on stealing a cat by deception.
I understand that you're not that bright, so I thought I'd educate you. Stealing, the action or offence of taking another person's property without permission. The sister-in-law had permission. Get over it, you sound stupid.
You're sick. You're just sick. And I love how they don't think that what goes around comes around. People, oh, and you know what? Again, I'll say it again. She's like a cockroach. She's untouchable. Because I don't do crap to anybody but defend myself. I don't do these things. I don't steal people's cats. I don't go online and try to ruin someone's reputation. And actually, that is defamation. I have such a strong defamation case against this bitch. Honestly, sorry for my language, but like seriously, stealing my cat to use it to paint me as a cat abuser is defamation when it's not true.
If you'd have gone to see your grandma and seen that she wasn't being looked after properly, she had bed sores, nobody was like doing anything about it, no doctor had come in, you'd class that as abuse, wouldn't you? Because somebody that's looking after her was meant to make sure that she was okay and they weren't. Do you see why people think you're an abuser now?
I find your mama's funny sometimes, but I'm not 700 pounds, buddy. Okay, thanks. I'm 350. Okay, half of that. Thank you.
Just a general bit of advice for anyone. If you get to £350 and you use that as a flex, you really need to evaluate your life.
But he calls everybody 900 pounds. Anyway, they're insane blogs. You have no idea. And I try to ignore it. I do. I try to just bees and live my life.
No, you fucking don't.
But then people go and do shit like this. I know her voice. I had to hear it on Yo Mama. It's like I don't have people listen to that. Like unless you're exactly the same as her. It's like I told the person who wrote a book length comment on my video to you. When you hate someone, they live in your mind. So there's lots of people that have you living in. Of course, Adelaide. It's ridiculous.
Says the person who's just posted about 8 community posts in the last 3 hours about 5 or 6 different people. You really need to get a hobby. Why don't you go and exercise like your husband keeps telling you to do?
I'm tired of the cat story. I thought she just used it for views and money, and now she's exploiting poor BBJ, and you're all collectively abusing her, even though you think you're doing the best thing for her.
I do agree that putting BBJ down would be the right choice if she still had to live with you, but thank fuck she doesn't, and she's actually got people that care about her now.
Yeah, that's what she wants. She wants hero status now. For saving BBJ, she's gonna milk it, and people are dumb, and they're gonna give her their hard-earned money for that. Have fun, whatever. You're ridiculous. Couldn't be me.
I think most people would prefer to support FFG if it means the money's going to looking after BBJ, especially when the alternative is giving money to you. Somebody that was making 20 grand a month at one point and hasn't ever donated anything to charity. You couldn't even send a free postcard.
I don't have hate in my heart.
No, but you do have fatty deposits that are going to lead to you having a heart attack. So it's not really a flex, is it? And P.S., you're one of the most hateful people I know.
I don't have hate in my heart. I defend myself. But at the end of the day, I don't give a crap about these people. These people have like personal vendettas in their heart against me. For what? For not liking how you treat me? For speaking up and calling out your crap? People don't like the truth. And the truth is, she's a bigger liar than me, and you're supporting that. That's ridiculous. I've proved everything that I've been accused of lying about, right? Right? I told you. I lost my ring. I proved it with the voice note, with the date.
Yeah, after you lied about it for a month.
Further proved it, and the deleted scenes I had to leave out because I didn't know what to say about my ring, because people are vultures, so I had to really think about what I wanted to tell people, and I needed that time. Excuse me.
And trying to make your viewers feel bad for calling you out on your bullshit. Not gonna work.
Either you make your own content, or you make a valid, educated criticism on somebody here and there, or you shut your big fat trap and do your own content. Like, that's how it should be.
My content currently is calling out arseholes, so I think you'll be featuring in it for quite a long time.
Seriously. Oh my gosh. I mean, I know your Coke bottle prescription is expensive, but...
Not as expensive as the diabetes medication you're going to need.
Did you ever go to the police station? Yeah.
Absolute lies.
Your BBs, I always watch you for comfort. Really? Thank you. Oh yeah, the Powerballs, I left them at my mom's. I had one. I let my mom try one, and then I just left them there, Howie. I'm starting a reaction commentary channel, just waiting on my logo and intro outro. Really, Jamie? Let us know. I'll support you 100%. Kaya, let's imitate Kaya. Taking care of her 2 dogs. I've taken care of my cats. That's the thing. Like, seriously, BBJ would not be alive today. Like, in any video in my past, my cat's totally fine. She's 21. She's on death's door. She's gonna die soon.
I imagine Chantal saying this to her mother, like, as her grandmother's about to die, and just like, yeah, well, she's old, so, you know.
Honestly, I wish I put her out of her misery. I don't care how harsh that sounds. I believe in euthanasia. She's suffering. Keeping her alive is abusing her just like you abused your poor dog. You're a horrible crap human, and you abused your dogs, okay? You abused your dogs. You killed your dogs.
BBJ was suffering when you had her. Just because you didn't go and take her to the vet and actually spend a bit of money on someone else apart from yourself, I don't understand how you can't get the fact that you made her suffer. Luckily, FFG is in the financial situation to look after this cat properly. And the sooner you get over that little hurdle and start understanding that you're a piece of shit, then people might be able to kind of get over it. But until then, nah.
Your whole family's sick in the head. Your brother, your sister-in-law, your dad, all pathetic loser people. All trash. All trash. If you sit there and hate on somebody collectively as a family, seriously, like I said, they go to Red Lobster on a Sunday and talk about me. Imagine.
That's a lie. Nobody talks about you when they're eating. They wouldn't be able to finish their meal.
Can you pass the tartar sauce? So how about that fat bee? Like what? Can you imagine this conversation on a family dinner?
Sounds a bit like you're jealous because your family don't want to do that sort of thing with you. And you've had to move away to the other side of the world to actually find someone that can bear to spend any sort of time with you that isn't Pete.
I love that you were there with Sexy Sala in the room next to you. So many of the trolls were saying he would ghost you. Wrong again. Where were they wrong again? Like, yeah, they were wrong about everything. Everything. We're not going to Canada. We're not going to Canada ever.
Because you owe so much money on taxes that you could have paid but chose not to.
So he's with me for what? My citizenship? Pretty funny. Which one is it? I can't sponsor him, or he's with me for my citizenship. Take your pick. Which one is it today? I don't care if you don't like that I'm smug. I have a right to be smug because you're stupid. So if you stop being stupid, I'll stop being smug. Deal? Obviously, I still have to grow as a person because...
One thing you don't need to do is grow, let's be honest.
And the minions are like, oh, the money is for vet bills, yet they also state how many views FFG gets and how she has more money than you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
People are happy to financially support FFG when it comes to BBJ because she's proved time and time again that she doesn't lie, and what she says she's doing with her money, she's doing. You lie constantly.
You're all complicit in BBJ abuse.
You want to talk about abuse? Let's talk about the sofa you're sitting on. It's been put through a lot. And don't get me started on your kitchen chair.
At least I'm not in the same country as these morons anymore, or even in the same hemisphere.
Yet you still feel the need to talk about them every day.
Wasn't there a threat that I'm never going to come back to Kuwait because a certain someone was going to make sure of that? What are you going to do? I'm here.
So Foodie muted the live for 30 seconds and went up to do something and came back, and she's now severely out of breath. Worrying.
I think I'm full.
She will, of course, proceed to keep eating for the next 20 minutes.
This is a huge, I'm glad I didn't get a family size, even though it's huge. I also love how people who are also like 800 pounds, like Sarah Jane, or just saying, or FFG, have the nerve to talk about what I'm eating. When you log off of your crappy live stream, you go and buy 800 burgers guaranteed. You're not eating salads at that weight, okay? Difference is, I don't hate myself, so I don't have a problem eating in front of people as a fat person. You clearly do. You should get that checked.
You should get your blood pressure checked.
They say I need therapy. You need therapy. Christina corruption, jealous old ladies. Exactly. Exactly, Christina. You know what? Jealous of what? Okay, let's say what they're jealous of.
I'm really jealous about the fact that you can inhale 5,000 calories in less than 30 minutes. But please do tell me what else.
Like, everything. My life. The fact that I have somebody in my life that loves me. You clearly don't. If you had love in your life, you wouldn't have to beat up on other people for content. Plain and simple.
So every single reaction channel out there has nobody that loves them. Okay, so that doesn't really make sense, does it? Because you're the one sitting on a sofa on your own in an apartment that you apparently live with your fake husband. He doesn't even want to be in the same room as you. He hates how you look. He keeps trying to get you to exercise because you're not healthy. And you're saying that we don't have people that love us properly. You've had to go to the other side of the world. You couldn't find anybody near you because of the person you are, not just because of how you look. I mean, obviously that's an issue, but more the fact that you're just a really cold-hearted bitch.
Nobody wants me to be happy because they're miserable. Did we lose the lawyer from Africa, VIB? Yeah, she totally flipped out like a psycho, like, over a joke, which I explained was a joke.
Another person that's left you. Are you not going to get this into your head? You are the common denominator. You are the problem.
Now I see what people are saying about you. What? Oh yeah, right.
Hating and eating. That's got to be doing your heart a world of good. Oh, sorry, I thought you were full as well, weren't you?
We're still trying to adjust our sleep pattern, so I didn't do groceries like we were going to. After the desert bees, I'm like, I can't walk around a grocery store right now, and we were both just tired, so we'll go tomorrow.
Another reason you really, really need to be careful with your YouTube channel. You can't do any other job. You physically can't do it. So you need to realise how lucky you are having this platform and getting the money you do currently, because it's definitely not going to last.
Start dropping bombs. Of course she's sniping. What, you can't take care of your daughter right now? Like, why are you, like the minute, how do they know the minute I start talking about them? Like, imagine having children.
That's all you can do. Imagine.
This is not talking about people's children, by the way. It's talking about their parent, like they're being moral people responsible for human life. And yet, where do people have time if they have families and kids to fat shame and bully somebody online all day? Where? Just losing? You're an elderly person, Vito. You're disgusting.
Foodie, you're a cat abuser. You're disgusting.
I proved you wrong about Salah as well, because no citizenship if we're not going to crappy Canada. Sorry, I don't like living there. For a lot of reasons.
Because they asked for the bare minimum, which was to pay taxes to contribute to society. How dare they?
There's so many different countries in the world, by the way, where you don't have to pay taxes, like, at all. At all. Dubai, there's a ton. Here. So, for example, I know you're thinking, oh, you're just mad because you owe taxes. Yeah, because listen, I just saw someone else complain about this. Another Canadian, like a lot of Canadians are leaving Canada for a lot of reasons, but because, like, let's say you make $200,000, the government takes $60,000 of that $200,000. Why would you want to live in Canada when you can literally live somewhere where you don't have to pay taxes and keep 100% of your income? 100% of it. Make it make sense. Not just that, it's cold and miserable. The mentality of people are like FFG, a lot of them. There are a lot of nice people. I'm not saying Canadians are crap. I'm just saying it's not, I hate it. I hate the mentality. I hate that it's haram. I hate that it's, you know, like I have, like, everything is just halal in the Middle East already, and it's just not for me anymore, whatever, whatsoever.
So basically you like it there because all the fast food is halal and you can eat as much as you want.
Stay mad, babies. Everything. Proved you all wrong. So wrong about me. Everything. Everything you said is the opposite instead. So stay mad. Everything you said is the opposite. FFG should make a headband with a side pony attached to it for merch. Ew, don't give her any ideas. Can't believe people actually believed Allah when he said you can't come back. He has no authority. I won't even say anything about him, but yeah, he's full of it. 100%. I'm not letting haters tarnish my love for animals. I'm an animal lover, and just because her nails were overgrown doesn't mean that you're gonna tarnish that for me. Too bad, you can kiss it. Like, honestly, it's traumatic for a cat that age to be put through so many tests and poking and prodding for what? To maybe prolong her life? Maybe? What about the quality of her life? Huh? You don't care about that. You use her for views. You don't care anything about BBJ's well being, anything about BBJ's happiness. All you care about is your selfish, fat self. Did you see my ring yet? Oh, it's falling off. I'm getting skinny.
It's fallen off because you had the ring resized because it was literally cutting off circulation when you first got it. That's why.
I love how when I'm trying to be a better person and I announce that, idiots try to dig and make me rage, and then the minute I defend myself or say anything, she's raging, and they all make 100 videos about it, and not realizing how pathetic they look. Like, imagine doing that with your pastime.
Well, the reactors made me do it. It's not my fault. They just all pick on me. Fuck off.
Like, I'm in the desert, chilling with camels, and my husband happy, and you're here making crappy content about me and bullying. So who's winning?
I know one person that isn't, and that's Salah.
They're like, oh, you said you wanted to go back to Egypt and get hanged. Yeah, at the time I did want him. I want that to happen to him. Absolutely, absolutely. After smacking me across the face, yeah, I hope you do. Like, sorry, not sorry. If you look up Kuwait, there's no actual poverty.
Once again, it took a 15-second Google search to prove that she's lying.
You cannot live in Kuwait as a resident if you do not have a job. You have to be here either as a Kuwaiti born native, or you have to have a job. You have to be sponsored by somebody to work for. So you don't see homeless people, you don't see strung out drunk people, you don't have people bad mouthing, bullying people on the internet. You don't have it. You don't have people. It's people are God fearing here. People are, you know, it's just like, honestly, it's so different. It's so different. Women are oppressed. No, they're not. I'm protected. I'm protected, not oppressed. Nobody will look at me or touch me.
You didn't have to go to another country to have that happen, let's be honest.
Here with my husband. Nobody, none. So that one person who thought that I'm not going to make it back to Kuwait, what are you going to do? Thanks for. I'm trying to be a better person.
You're trying to be a better person as hard as you were trying to lose weight in the past. So not at all.
It's not easy. It's not easy ignoring hate when it's so ridiculous and so invasive. When people are going into your person, and that's why they do it, to trigger me, because I think it's going to have an effect on me. In the long run, you're just damaging your own karma. That's it. Because taxes in theory pay for free education, good healthcare. Okay, but they have that all here, twice divorced. Free education, free healthcare.
Free healthcare for Kuwaitis, and they are prioritised.
Or very close to free. Very close to free. No taxes.
I'm going to put a link in this just at the bottom in the video because I don't feel like she knows what she's talking about. I think she's just seen no taxes and just been like, oh, that's really good, I'll move there. It doesn't make any sense because she's not a Kuwaiti resident, like from birth. They're not going to give a fuck about her. They're basically second to any Kuwaiti, which is fair enough. Also, isn't her money coming through Canada though? Because she's still logged as being a Canadian resident, so she's still got to pay taxes. So I don't really get what her point is.
And there's a lot of countries like that. And if you need to tax people, tax them 5 or 10%, not 40, not 50.
It could have been 1%, but you still wouldn't have paid it.
200,000 K, and you're taking 60,000 of hard-earned money? Are you kidding me? That doesn't seem excessive to people. Like, that's ridiculous.
I don't see you earning 200K anytime soon, so don't worry about it.
It's ridiculous. The cost of everything is crazy, and pay is so bad compared to cost. Oh yeah, America's even worse. Like, the minimum wage is what? Like, not that much, eh? She claims to make pennies on YouTube, claims the yellow dollar slide for 2 years, says 90% of what she makes comes from subs, yet is buying channel halls. Okay, so why? So she just pretty much goes live to obsess about my life and be hateful for hours for free? For free? Wow, that's obsession. That's obsession.
Everybody loves to watch people fail. It's just something that people enjoy, so of course we're going to watch you, whether we're paid or not. The same way you would watch a reality TV show. It's just entertaining. Well, it was.
I miss Sam. I should have listened to my friend or family. Like, I had people tell me, like, she's 21, she's used to you, she's probably got a lot of health problems, she's probably suffering. Hi, Elizabeth. It would be better probably to just put her down. Like, you know, that's what I was taking the vet to do.
You weren't taking her to the vet though, were you? You'd been at home, what, a month, and you didn't even think to maybe prioritise taking your pet that you care about so much to the vet.
But no, if I took her to the vet myself, FFG would have nothing.
You had so much time to do it, but you didn't. Yet FFG was able to get the cat in like the next day.
She would have no content to milk for views, right? We all know this.
So FFG's taken BBJ to the vet, and the vet has said there's some issues. FFG is going to fix them. So I don't really understand how you're still backing your first point of, oh, she should be euthanized. Because the vet hasn't even recommended that. So why the fuck do you think you've got more knowledge than the vet? You're just an evil human being.
Yeah, but the updates I'm getting about Sam are good. He's very well loved and very well taken care of, and I'm so happy. As for BBJ, I have a lot of guilt for having given her away because now look where she is.
And as usual, it's all about you.
I'm gonna let you in your.
And another thing, so which also proves that you genuinely don't know how to look after animals. Any idiot with an internet connection can like Google how to look after a hamster, and everybody knows that chewing the bars means that they need a bigger cage. It's obvious to see that anyways, but he needs a bigger cage. And also that sawdust isn't even deep enough because they love digging. So you need to go and actually spend some money on someone else for a change and try at least to give this pet the best life possible.
Harry, enough. No, no, Harry. Ow, ow.
And I'm not saying she deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right.
So I hope you enjoyed the video. I think Foodie's just proved to us that no matter what happens, she's always going to be an awful person. Caring about others is not her priority, and it's nice to see the VIBs kind of seeing that side and leaving. I just want to say thank you again so much for people that are watching and have been commenting, and it really means so much. See you all in the next video.